Welcome back. What we're going to have a look at today is dividing. Now, just like in multiplying, there's two different methods. There's short division and long division. And to be honest, short division is good to know, to be able to do things by hand. Long division doesn't help you a lot until you get to really high level maths where it actually helps you a lot. So I would recommend, if your aim is to be a great mathematician and you want to know everything, then you definitely should teach yourself long division. We're not going to teach it here, but you should definitely be good at long division. Today I'm just going to teach you short division. Okay, so I'm just going to do 3 quick examples because I think division students tend to do pretty well. So let's go through it. I'm going to start with this middle example first. Okay, so what we're looking at is we're going to say, what is 692 divided by 2? Just to remind you, did I say 692? 696 divided by 2. Okay, so that's the equivalent of what we've written here. How many times does 2 go into 696? We start with the hundreds column here. So how many times does 2 go into 6? The answer is 3. It goes in 3 times. If there's any remainders, we put the remainders next to the next number along. But there's no remainders here, it's 0. So we just leave it as is. So in the next, 2 goes into 9. How many times does 2 go into 9? Well, it goes in 4 times, but it's not 4 times exactly, is it? 4 times, but there's a remainder of 1. So we put a 1 down to here as a remainder. Because remember, that's in the tens column. And if there's 1 10 left over, we can just chuck the 10 down into the units column as a 1. That becomes 16. Finally, how many times does 2 go into 16? Well, that goes in 8 times. And so we're left with 348 as the answer. So 696 divided by 2 is 348. Okay, let's have a look at, which one should we do first? Let's do this one over here. 7 into 1260. Again, 7 into 1 doesn't go, so that's a 0 there. You don't need to write that, I'm just showing you that 7 doesn't go into 1. How many times does 7 go into 12? 7 into 12 goes 1 time. It's not even though, we have a remainder of 5, so we write a 5 here as what the leftovers is, and that goes down into the next column. 7 into 56. Does 7 go into 56? Yes, it does, and it goes exactly 8 times with no remainder. So we write an 8 there, there's no remainder. 7 goes into 0, 0 times exactly. And so our answer for 1260 divided by 7 is equal to 180. We'll do one more and then that's it for division. Let's do this one. 4 into 25,248. How many times does 4 go into 2? No times, so we don't bother. 4 into 25 will go 6 times with a remainder of 1. 4 into 12 goes 3 times, exactly. 4 goes into 4 1 time, exactly. And 4 goes into 8 2 times, exactly. So 25,248 divided by 4 is equal to 6,312. And that's short division. Nice quick video here. I might just do a quick example of what happens when you divide by 10 and then I'll sign off. So quickly, what happens if you have 630 divided by 10, and then we'll do 2,000 exactly divided by 100, just a couple of examples, and then 6 million, that's 6 million with the 2 zeros, divided by, let's do 1,000. Okay. So when you're dividing by things like 10, 100, 1,000 with all the zeros, what you can do is actually cancel out zeros. Okay, so 630 divided by 10, you can actually cancel zeros, 1 from each of them. Okay, so that's the same as 63 divided by 1. What's 63 divided by 1? Just 63. Nice and easy. So we're just knocking off a 0. Here, 2,000 divided by 100, I'll cancel one of those zeros, but we've still got a couple of zeros left. Let's cancel him, And then we end up with 20 divided by 1. So that's just 20. In other words, we're just knocking off zeros. Dividing by 100 just knocks off 2 of the zeros. Here, we're dividing by 1,000, so it's going to knock off 3 of the zeros. And you're left with 6,000. Hope that makes sense. I'll see you later.